first live video, and I've been waiting for this. Hey, so for those of you who don't know me, welcome to T. Walton, also known as the Improvement Coach. And I want to go live today, reason being just to share some of the backstory on why I go by the moniker Gladiator School, and then just give you guys some little insight on who I am and what I'm about and why I have all these monikers. Case in point, the Improvement Coach, Gladiator School logo. Get the shirts, more shirts coming soon. But nevertheless, my topic here for the day, as you guys can see, is overcoming barriers. Now, a little backstory about me. You guys may see some of the decor in the background, and the decor in the back of me is art that's representing or resonating with me because I am by trade an artist. I've been an artist since I was like 8 years old. Started out as a kid with the Ninja Turtles. Those of you who remember the 90s, the early 90s, remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, remember the Bart Simpson cartoons. All those came out around the same time that just invigorated a young mind like myself. So I'm very, very intrigued and inquisitive on art and books, having an understanding and a deeper understanding, which goes into my point that I like to talk to a lot of people about, because navigating up through the years where I'm at now, I am a fitness coach out of Atlanta, Georgia. I am a personal trainer, and my training program is the Gladiator School Fitness Training Program. And I created that umbrella. Oh, let me move this down so you guys can see. Bear with me on this live. You guys can see. Let me bring it down a little bit more. Bam. All right, Gladiators. We're going to get it together. All right. That's a little better. Now, what was I? Oh, so I'm a fitness coach, personal trainer here out of Atlanta, Georgia. And I've been doing it for like about 3 or 4 years. I got out of the military in 2018 and just kind of jumped in it. Well, I didn't kind of jump in, and I was asked of a good friend of mine to really give him a booster into helping him on this weight loss journey. So that's where it started for me. By me coming from the service, the Army to be exact, I felt like I had, the skill set, the repertoire, and the background to create a fitness training plan to kind of help him lose, let's say, 100 plus pounds. He's very successful. And what I found is, like, the more people that I talk to out here and trying to solicit more clients and promote my brand, the Gladiator School Fitness Training Program, the more I found that a lot of things was looming in the background, a lot of people's mindsets, such as overcoming barriers, being intimidated by the gym, having a little bit of a how can I put it, more inferiority complex. And don't get me wrong, we're all human. We all been there. We've all compared ourselves to that person that we just felt like we can't measure up to. So I started to kind of study and just collect data. That's kind of what I do, just collect data to apply for future circumstances. And what I found is, like, it's bigger than fitness. It's bigger than fitness because what people are telling me and what people are asking for is structure and some guidance on how to overcome barriers to get to the gym, to overcome that barrier of getting back healthy, looking good, and just staying motivated and feeling good. All these things are connected. So I felt like it was more of a journey, a duty, an obligation for me as a coach to really sit down and put something together to solve a lot of people's problems, or at least be of service as best as I know how. That's why I created the YouTube channel, because I feel like there's a lot of lifestyle things out there that can help. I like to bring in a lot of resiliency principles. Coming from the military, I was a master resiliency instructor. And basically what that is basically I just was assigned by my unit. Well, let me back up. I got certified as what they call MRT, which is a master resiliency trainer. And that program was adopted from UPenn out of Pennsylvania, University of Pennsylvania to be exact. And the United States Army has adopted that program and incorporated it to the ranks of the military. And the reason why they did that is because they felt a necessary need, because of the invisible wounds that a lot of veterans was going through throughout this 20-year lengthy war that was fighting in Afghanistan and Iraq. A lot of soldiers was going to repeated tours, and what the community started to see is the effect on the brain through TBI, PTSD, anxiety, depression, all of this stuff, mental health. At first, I'm gonna be honest with you, that right there was something that was not really customary to the culture of the Army that I come through. Like, I joined the military in 1999. So if you guys know anything about the Army pre 9/11, it just had a different culture. You can break your toe and they'd be like, suck it up and drive on. Tie your bootstrap tighter, go drink water, fall back into formation. It's just that rough, tough love culture. Fast forward to 2008 is when I think the Army first started to have these pilot programs of toying around with creating a doctrine, bringing in the curriculum of resiliency, positive psychology into the ranks of the military. I was against it, like I was saying earlier, because I just didn't know any better. Closed-minded, you know how we are. Anytime we trying to like be introduced to something, we're gonna be a little closed-minded in the beginning. But I will tell you guys this: that was the absolute best training that I've ever got throughout the Army. And it didn't have anything to do with John Wick tactics and shooting rifles. And don't get me wrong, I loved it all. I take it all in stride. We got to protect ourselves. We're fighting wars. M16 marksmanship, machine gun marksmanship, the proficiency of your technical aspects of your job, and the tactical aspects of your job. I understood a lot of that. I had a lot of deeper understandings in that, and I enjoyed it. But I would tell you this: the Master Resiliency Training Program, second to none, hands down. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I was my first client. You gotta understand, when the Army was teaching me about problem solving, strengths of character, putting things into perspective, all of the things that's in that positive psychology University of Pennsylvania that was incorporated into me as a soldier. I was my first client. I was incorporating that and making that relative to what I had going on internally. See, I wasn't even aware of the demons that I had to start to face and start to own up to. It starts with truth. Everybody have their own truth. Everybody have their own campaign. Everybody have their own battle wounds and shadow sides that we have to resolve in order for us to move forward in life. Like I said, this is bigger than fitness. This is all a continuum of all of us living out our purpose. And we all want to be living in our more fulfilling purpose as possible, because why? As much as we say crime is going on, the world is getting sticky, crazy, and dangerous. I think there's an intrinsic element in all of us humans. We can all agree that we have an intrinsic nature about ourselves to want to help somebody else, because we're projecting the need. Probably we're projecting the need that we ourselves would like help. Love, wealth, family, unity, community, and relationships. A lot of this stuff. See, this channel is more than just fitness, although I'm going to be bringing you guys a lot of fitness content, calisthenics, strength training, weightlifting, and then a lot of lifestyle vlogs, because I have a lot of messages that I think is very important that I should share, because the world wants to hear a lot from each other. I think it's time for us to get back to the community. You know what they say, the world has gotten smaller through, let's say, YouTube, social media, Instagram, TikTok. The world has gotten smaller. A lot of us got something to say. Now, will there be entertainment in there? Yes, because we like to have fun, but at the same time, I'm more of an educational guy. I love to educate you guys, to throw little nuggets of how can I be of service as the improvement coach, because the improvement coach opens the field of expertise that I bring to the table as a fitness coach. It opens it up, because improvement can mean anything. I'm still, each and every day is a day for me personally to improve my level of anxiety. Oh yeah, because we all suffer with it. my level of resiliency, how to bounce back, not letting things out there get to me. I was in traffic the other day and I got irritated. I had to stop myself and say, man, even resilient guys have non-resilient days at times. I understand that that's life, but we have to monitor and control our triggers. I had an alcohol issue for 20 years. I drank from like 2000 to 2018. So about 18 years of just hardcore alcohol. It was woven into the culture of the ranks of the Army. I was in the Army. From 99 to 2018, that was my career field. So think about all the bar fights, all the abuse of alcohol, all the bad mistakes and blackouts that I've had. I can share a lot of these stories in the future, and I probably will share those. But for right now, I just want to give you guys an intro on who I am. Why did I create the Gladiator School Fitness Training Program? Because I think I speak to people through exercise and fitness, because guess what? In order for me to beat addiction and kick alcohol, I had to find something. Because think about it. Alcohol is a socially accepted thing in our society that people go to clear their head. Think about it. If you have a rough week, you get into it with your girl, you come back from a combat deployment, you're tense and stressed up here, what do? Yo, let's go out to the bar and drink. Or drink our problems away. But guess what? Not everybody is equal in that regard. Some people have hereditary addiction demons that lies dormant in them. And I fell victim of that. You know, I couldn't just have 1, 2, or 10. I drank until I borderline black out. And it became toxic and counterproductive because I always felt that there was a deeper meaning on why I'm here. And I think we all can relate to that. You know it. It's an intrinsic feeling. You feel that there's a deeper meaning that you're here. And you have to realize like there are certain barriers that's on the table that you have to overcome. You can lose things in threes. You can lose your marriage, your relationship. You know, I use those two together. Or, you know, your livelihood. You can lose your freedom. And you can lose your life. Depending on your life's purpose overall from the man upstairs who's governing your human experience, that's going to determine which one of those sanctions that you're going to face. Sometimes, you know, you get slaps on the wrist. That means it may be something here better or bigger for you that you need to kind of figure out. So you got to see the signs and the writings on the wall. And that's what I had to use to create the improvement coach, because time and time and again, I made bad choices, poor choices, and I didn't see the writings on the wall until one day I was forced to see the writings on the wall. And I had this feeling internally that it was something greater than just always looking for alcohol as an outlet, because me and alcohol was getting me closer and closer to those 3 sanctions that I was describing: losing my freedom, losing my career, my job, losing my life. Pick your poison. So, gladiators, or gladiators to be, I welcome you guys to the T. Walton channel. In the coming months, in the coming days, in the coming weeks, you will see more video content coming from me. You know, some going to be more coach approach style, sitting down like this. A lot of them may be lifestyle. A lot of it may be my fitness training programs, and to include some other stuff under the umbrella of the improvement coach, because each and every day is a day for us to improve, overcome those barriers, become that gladiator that you were set out to be. You know, men and women alike, there's no discrimination. So, hey, without further ado, you guys, it's been blessed. This is my very first live video. I am humbled to even have the opportunity to film this live video, because I think sharing is caring, and I want to just get the message out there. So without further ado, till next time, you guys stay focused, stay disciplined, and I'll see you guys on the line.